Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning back in. Glad you made it. So a while ago, I was talking to you guys about joining the military for those of you who are thinking about joining. And hopefully I left you guys with some perspective, some things to think about, as well as a bullet to dodge. But nonetheless, some things to think about. Now, for those of you who are still considering on joining and still want to join, this video is for you guys. I'm an Air Force veteran, so any other branch, don't really have a whole lot of information on. But I will give you information in this video that is valuable, so make sure you stay tuned. Alright guys, so you go through MEPS, everything's good to go. For those of you who haven't gone through MEPS, which is also known as the beginning of the end, it's pretty much a big-ass interview that the government puts you through to make sure that you are mentally and physically fit to be a government employee. So, you go through, you're good. Now they have a piece of your soul. They want the whole pie. So, you're getting ready to go to basic. Get your orders, go to basic. All right, cool. Basic for the Air Force is going to be in San Antonio, Texas. It's in the desert. It's in God's frying pan, so make sure that you prepare for that. If you're used to the cold, it's going to be a little rough. I'm just giving you that warning because it's going to get hot. I was used to hot weather. I'm originally from Tennessee, and I got heat rashes, okay? So make sure you guys prepare. Basic military training is nowhere near what it used to be, but it still can be very stressful, both physically and mentally. So make sure you start preparing now. Don't wait until the week or day of to start preparing. Listen, there are some things you can't really truly prepare for, but there's some things that you can prepare for, and that is basic military training. So make sure you study up on your facing movements. Make sure you study up on your marching, saluting. Make sure you're running. Make sure you're doing your push-ups, your sit-ups, your pull-ups. I'm going to start a series over uniforms, over facing movements, saluting, and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date on the newest videos that are coming out, because it's useful information, whether you're going in or you've been in, okay? Because we all can learn something. Now, you get to basic training. The first couple weeks is going to be rough because it's a new place. You have no idea what's going on. You don't know your head from your ass. And your MTIs are yelling at you. You have no idea why they're yelling at you, okay? The whole point of basic military training is to break you down, both physically and mentally, and build you back up. That's the whole point of basic. So they're going to do every single thing that they can to do that. And I'm telling you, even when I've been out for some time, if I hear those clickers, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I'm tweaking, okay? Because it's all physical, it's all psychological challenging that you have to be able to overcome. So the first couple weeks, you're going to be doing a lot of running, a lot of push-ups, a lot of sit-ups, a lot of that stuff to prepare for the PT tests, the physical fitness tests. Now, I can't remember if you'll have one or two, but I know for sure there is one. So make sure you do your due diligence. They're going to divide you guys up into a big team, right? And you guys are going to be in a dorm or Alcatraz, which was lovely. I got Disneyland, so, I was Prince Charming coming, sweeping me off my feet every day. But they'll separate you. You'll have your dorm chief, you'll have your weapons monitor, all kinds of other stuff. Chow runner, all those guys. Whatever you do, volunteer to be dorm chief. I've always wanted to say that. I'm just kidding, guys. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't volunteer to be dorm chief. It's one thing if you're voluntold. It's another thing if you're volunteering for it. Don't volunteer for it. Keep your heads down. Okay? Keep your heads down and just keep moving forward. Don't stick out. Because if you start sticking out, they will shit on you every single chance they get. They don't like people sticking out. Not in basic. So, heed those words. I'm telling you, heed those words. And listen to what I tell you. Don't stick out. Keep your head down. Keep pushing forward, okay? Learn every single thing that they tell you. Do it to the best of your ability, but don't stick out. So after basic, you get coined, you get your stripes. Now you're now an airman in the United States Air Force. Congratulations. Now they have 3/4 of the pie of your soul. The last quarter goes to leadership. You're going to go to what's called technical school. And that's going to be on the job that you signed to do. Every technical school is going to be different, obviously, because every career field is different. For my security forces guys, I'm prior security forces. Should be around 4 months. And it's going to be grueling. 0 week, if you've never been through PowerPoint after PowerPoint after PowerPoint, There's a reason they call it death by PowerPoint. I can't tell you a whole 8 hours for the whole week. It just so make sure you can stay awake. You're going to go through weapons training both in basic and technical school. Your cadres scream at you. They'll do the same thing that they did in basic all over again. But you get through technical school, everything's good to go. Okay, graduate, everything's good. Then you get out into the real Air Force. No more Disneyland. Mommy's not coddling you anymore. You're leaving the nest, as they say. Here's how it works with bases. They're going to give you a list of bases that you want to go to, both stateside and overseas. You're going to jot down where you want to go. The first one is the one that they're going to give you, or supposed to be. I didn't choose to go to Korea. I didn't choose that shit. Someone hit the red button on me, that's for sure. But that's how it's supposed to work. They're supposed to give you one base that you want to go to, and then the next one they choose, and it goes back and forth. And every base is going to be different, obviously. Make sure you do your research on the bases. Make sure you ask around. It's really important information that you're going to need to know. You're going to do in-processing and out-processing, going into and leaving bases. That's going to be for everybody. You're going to go through your OJT. It's going to be studying for your job position. Pretty sure that's the same way for every single career field in the Air Force, but I don't know about those. What I do know is security forces. So I can talk a little bit about security forces, but I'm going to try and keep it more broad so that, more people can really get more information out of this. There's going to be a certain amount of time that they're going to give you to qualify on your job. And you're going to start out at the lowest level, and obviously, and work your way up. Now, the culture in the military is very much like high school. So if you are not good with social skills, you really need to start working on social skills. That's one thing that they do teach you in basic that I did appreciate. And that's something that you can build upon through tech school and on into your military career. Get good at talking with people. Get good at making friends. Promotions are very different from the other branches. As far as I know, for the Army, it's more of a merit-based thing. But for the Air Force, E4, Senior Airman, it's a freebie. Anything after that, you're going to have to test for. And the Air Force really prefers you to have some kind of college under your belt for promotions. What does college have anything to do with you being able to hit a target? I have no idea. But some guy with shiny shoulders, shiny shoulders, that's a new one, said that you have to have college. So now you have to have college. So you get promoted to Senior Airman. Here's the thing. Senior Airman is pretty much a leadership role. It's just not as important yet as Staff Sergeant. You're kind of doing Staff Sergeant things with not exactly really being a staff sergeant. At a point in time, they're going to send you to Airman Leadership School. It's a preparation grade, essentially, for staff sergeant. And promotions come with respect. Respect is a huge thing in the military, too. Caveat to that is that respect is just given. It's not really earned. Not anymore. Richard Bong was pretty much the last one that believed in respect is earned. So you'll have plenty of leadership that just expect you to give them respect and not doing everything that they can to earn your respect. You're going to have to automatically just give that respect. Make sure you render your customs and courtesies. Salute when you have to salute. Stand in parade rest when you have to stand in parade rest, especially when leadership enters the room. Recognize brass. Recognize Spice Brown from Brown. Recognize upper enlisted leadership. There's going to be a lot of time that you're going to be spending away from family. Some of the times you're going to be overseas. Some of the times you're going to be deployed overseas. Some of the times you're going to be stateside, but you're going to be halfway across the country from your family. So make sure you're prepared to be away from friends and family. You're going to be homesick at a point in time. That's natural, but you're going to have to push through that. There are going to be sleepless nights that you're going to have. You're going to have to push through that too. There's a lot of sacrifices that you're going to have to make within the military that you're going to have to suck it up and embrace the suck, while I embrace my DD-214. Also, guys, make sure you keep track of all of the good shit that you do in the military. They're called bullets, and it's for promotions. Now, there's something for the Air Force that's called Airmen Below the Zone, BTZ, and it's basically giving Airmen First Class the opportunity to promote to Senior Airman early. If that's something that you're interested in, make sure you start jotting down every single thing that you do. As well as promotions going forward, you want to make sure that you jot down every single thing. For deployments, there are going to be some good deployments and some bad deployments. It just comes with the circus. Some deployments you'll go to Africa, some deployments you'll go to Italy, some deployments you'll go to Cyprus. Just really depends. For security forces, you're almost always going to a shithole. It just depends on how you make it. Same thing for bases. You'll also have something called TDYs, temporary duty station. Those are pretty much opportunities that you can take to learn and grow within your career field. So some TDYs will be there for a month, 2, 3, 4 months maybe. Just depends. Deployments are typically going to last about 6 months. Sometimes they'll go over that. Sometimes they'll be 9, 12, 14 months. Just depends. You will make and lose friends in the military. You're going to make friends when you get there, when you're in process, and you're going to lose friends after you embarrass yourself at the going away in out process. But listen, guys, something that's really important is make sure you stay in touch with the boys, okay? Stay in touch. Don't lose that group of buddies. Sometimes when people go and they're not there with you any longer, they've already out processed, they've already left the base, they're at the new base, and now you don't really have a whole lot of people to hang out with, and you're away from family, you're overseas. It really helps out to have those buddies to call you up and talk to you for a while, to game with for a little bit. Also, make sure you brush up on your career specifications. Always trying to improve, always trying to do better. Here's the thing, too, is that you're going to have to play politics. You want to be that golden boy. You want to be that guy, that yes man that does whatever leadership tells him to. That's just how you get promoted. It's a politics game, so take advantage of that. Brush up on your skills, your leadership skills, your interpersonal skills. Make sure you're brushing up on all those things. Those things are really going to matter when you get out into the real Air Force. A lot of situations come up that really require those skills, such as security forces. And there are others out there that are going to require the same thing. So make sure you brush up on those. If you happen to have been injured in the military, make sure, please, guys, jot that shit down. Document it, okay? Mental problems, physical problems, any issue that you have, make sure it's documented. Because when you get out, you go to the VA for disability compensation, and you start putting in claims, they're going to look for that evidence. And it's going to be easier if you put that information there. Do your due diligence. It's going to be an easier road later on. The military is a hard road. It's one that not many people walk, except the ones that are crazy enough to walk on burning coals, like me. So start doing your research, start preparing for basics, start asking people how their experience was. Start picking their brain. What's this? What's that? What's an 8214? Why do I already love it so much? Just be prepared and start preparing now. Don't wait until the last minute to get ready for the military, because it's a huge thing. Make sure you take care of yourself there. You're going to have to play politics just in the social culture, promotions, being out in public. You're going to have to play politics. It's just how it is. It's not supposed to be that way, but it is that way. So if you want to be successful, you're going to have to play politics. Also, do what you're told. Keep your head down. Same thing in basic. Keep your head down and push forward. Obviously, you want to have a good standing with leadership. Do the job to the best of your ability and keep pushing forward. If you see opportunities, ask your leadership to take them. You're going to sacrifice a lot. Prepare for that. You're going to be away from family. You're going to be away from friends. You're going to make and lose friends. You're going to be on deployment. You can take TDYs. There's a whole lot of things that you can do. There's a lot to expect. There's a lot to talk about in the military that I don't think I can really cover all in one video, but I think I talked about just about everything. Guys, if this video helped you out, please like and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, share this. If you happen to have some buddies who are going in, please share this with them. They could use this information. If you guys happen to have your own thoughts, or if you would like to share your own experiences with the guys that are thinking about going in, please let them know. Talk with them and let them know just how it was for you. Give them some tidbits of information that'll help them out, guys, because look, we need to look after each other. Appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, take care of yourselves, both mind and body, and take care of each other. If someone's having some trouble, reach out. I'd appreciate that, guys. I'll talk to you soon.